Welcome back to Octane Mobile Gaming. So we're almost at the end of the first day of the event, and the event has not been too bad so far. It's been a bit interesting, and I've actually crafted one ultimate form. So let's get into the event and see what I've been doing. So I started out by going through the Ultra Pack and the Master Pack, and I've basically gone up to the third tier of both the packs. And the reason why I've done this is because on the third tier you have a chance of getting a ultra rare or a Master Collection card. Didn't manage to get either, but what I did manage to get in the Ultra Pack was several copies of the support card, and in the Master Pack I did manage to get 2 copies of the event card, which was quite lucky. Would have been luckier if I got the ultra rare and the Master Collection card, because what I wanted to do with both of them were create a copy of the ultimate form. But I did manage to create a copy of the ultimate form using Fist of Islam and Dr. Nunat, but I actually wanted to craft one from this current event, but is what it is. Didn't manage to do that, but nevertheless we've got something to show. So as you can see, the runes are not falling quite so good for me, but hopefully as the event progresses I can do much better. Looking at the battle skill for the Master Collection card, it isn't really that great. Ultra Rare isn't that great, but combine them together, it gives you something much better. But it does cost a lot to actually craft one of these ultimate form cards, as I found out earlier on today. Nevertheless, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna speak a bit about some of the combos that I tried. We're gonna speak about a few of the cards. Then we're gonna have a look at the ultimate form. Anyway, let's get into it. So this is one of the combos that I tried using the support card from the current event, a copy of the event card, Fist of Islam, Esteem Aldor, and Dr. Nunat. And it works okay. It's not really that great because you don't spawn a lot of power gems or a lot of gems, but it does do just enough damage to actually get you 15%, but to actually get MVP it isn't really a great combination. And I haven't got a lot of water slayer cards that spawns a lot of power gems or even commanders. So this is the next combo that I tried. This one spawns a lot of gems, almost a full board of water gems, and then you can actually activate your event card, Dr. Nunat and Esteem Aldor, after you've activated your support card, but it does take 3 turns. This is the same as well. You'll allow your relics to create all your gems, swap them, pop all your battle skills, then you activate your support card, and then you activate all your power gem spawners. So I've added Hard-Hearted Josephine just to keep the gem spawning going, but as she is a commander she doesn't do that well. Asuka is another card that I tried. I tried this one as well, the Seaborn, just to keep the power gem spawning going, but has he doesn't spawn power gem based on spawn gems, sorry, based on intensity. He only spawns 5 gems for 2 turns. It doesn't really keep the gem production going, but what he does do, he does give heal, he does give you recovery over time. So it's a good card to put on the the deck because it's a commander and a slayer as well, and it's a healer, and it does give you 5 gems for 2 turns, but it's not that great. Did try this one as well, the Wrecking, but it doesn't do much damage, but it does spawn power gems. It just spawn gems, sorry, over time. The only thing is, because the deck that I'm using with Dr. Nunat, Esteem Haldor and Fist of Islam, they're also honor cards. All 3 of them are honor cards. I've actually got 2 honor relics on the setup, so it's better to use a gem spawner that's gonna basically benefit from the intensity produced by the honor relic. And a Skooka is one of the best ones I've found so far to put on that combo. So let's get into ultimate forms. So as you can see on my setup, I've got Fist of Islam and Dr. Nunat. So Fist of Islam and Dr. Nunat is the 2 cards that I'm going to use to actually create the ultimate form. And the reason why I considered sacrificing these 2 cards to create the ultimate form is because you get the combined effect of both cards, and you will only take up 1 space on the combination, so you free up an extra space for another card to be added to the deck, and you increase. So there we go, Guardian of Islam, and that's the card. But after looking at what it would cost to actually upgrade this card, it's gonna cost you a few more Dr. Nunats and a few more Fist of Islam, and I actually had to sacrifice a few of my support cards to get the dust to actually create the ultimate form. Sacrifice quite a bit of cards because I had to get dust and I had to get the Slayer dust as well, so did cost me a bit, but it was worth it to show you guys a ultimate form on the channel. So as you can see, the battle skills are not that bad, and I do get the price of 2 for 1 on my deck, so I can add an extra card to my deck as well. So I'm gonna show you a battle using the setup with the new ultimate form, and this is the battle. So the ultimate form actually creates the ultimate gem when it's fighting against certain bosses, and this is one of the bosses. So what I'm doing at the moment, I'm trying to get my intensity up to about 150 Slayer. Well, it's not called intensity, it's called skill. So Slayer's Water Slayer skill, when it gets up to 150 intensity, when you activate your ultimate form card, it will actually create an ultimate gem, and this ultimate gem will actually do massive amount of damage. So as it gets up to 140, it's not yet ready, but when it gets up to 150, first I'm gonna activate my support cards just to get a full board of gems, water gems, and then there you go, you can see the ultimate gem, and I'm gonna activate the ultimate gem. There you go, swap the ultimate gem. And quite a bit of bang for your buck. And look at that damage, over 600 billion damage just from one ultimate gem. So I would say it's a nice card to have. It actually does a bit of damage. if you can afford to part with a few of your cards, it's a good swap. I'm enjoying having that particular card, and I think it's gonna be interesting going forward, the type of cards that we're gonna get. The only disappointment I've got, I really was looking forward to a few more support cards that actually spawn a bit more gems, and a few more event cards and ultra rare that spawns a few more power gems. But let's see where we go from here. So that's all I've got for you today, but tomorrow or the day after I'll be doing the next video. Hopefully I've got a bit more for you. If I manage to get the ultra rare and the master collection card, I'll try and craft those into ultimate form as well. So for now, this is Octane saying like, subscribe, please leave a comment below. Have a great day and peace.